Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope all of you are doing great. So, today I will explain you about the rhyme scheme and literary devices that have been used by the poet in this poem. So, first of all, I will explain you what is rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme means the rhyming pattern that is created by the various words that lie in the end of each line in the poetry. So, what is rhyme scheme? Rhyming pattern that is created by the words that line at the end of each line. Okay, that is called rhyme scheme. So, how we can find out rhyme scheme or rhyming pattern in the poetry? Okay, so rhyme scheme we find from each stanzas. Sometimes all the stanzas have same rhyme scheme and sometimes different rhyme schemes are there in the same poem. Okay, so how we can find out the rhyme scheme? Okay, we take example from this first stanzas. So as I told you, we have to look at the word that lies in the end of each line. Okay, we have to study the sound produced by the ending word. Okay, like would, both, stood, could, undergrowth. Okay, we have to find out the same sound. Okay, like would, stood, could. So three of these words are producing same sound. They are rhyming with one another. The first sound is would. We would name it as A. Okay, then both, undergrowth, oath. Second sound is oath. So both of these words are rhyming with each other. Okay, so we would give B rhyme scheme to the second sound. Okay, so the rhyme scheme becomes A, B, A, B. Okay, so what is the rhyme scheme of the poem? A, B, A, B. So we can find out the rhyme scheme by looking at the ending word in each line. Okay, so we can take example of second paragraph: fair, claim, where, there, same. So three of these words are rhyming with one another. Fair, same sound, fair, there, where. Okay, now claim, another sound, second sound, claim, same, B. Okay, so again the rhyme scheme becomes A, B, A, B. If there is third sound, then we would name it as C. If there is fourth sound, then we will name it as D. So in this way we can find out the rhyme scheme of the various stanzas in a poem. Then coming to literary devices in the poem. First of all, metaphor. Metaphor. What is a metaphor? Metaphor means comparison. When comparison is made with between two unlike things for some common quality. Okay, when comparison is made between two unlike objects for some common quality, that is called metaphor. Okay, so here the whole poem is a comparison. Okay, the traveling on road is compared to the journey of life. Okay, because whole poem is a comparison, so that is called extended metaphor. Okay, so traveling on roads is equal to the journey of life. Okay, So that is comparison, that is metaphor, and that also extended metaphor. Okay, and then we come to next. So next example is of imagery. Okay, so here the poet says about yellow wood. Okay, here he has created a visual image in our mind. Okay, we can visualize a forest that is yellow due to the yellow leaves. Okay, so this device is called imagery. Okay, this device is called imagery, yellow wood. Okay, next example is of anaphora. Anaphora, when same words are repeated in two or more than two lines at the beginning of the lines, that device is called anaphora. Okay, here we can see the beginning word is same in consecutive three lines, that is and word. That device is called anaphora. Okay, then coming to next device, that is alliteration. Now, what is alliteration? Alliteration means when the same consonant letter repeats itself in the various words in the same line. Okay, when there are two or more words in the same line that start with the same consonant. Okay, here W, two words they are starting with W, same consonant. Okay, so that device is called alliteration. Okay, so what is the use of alliteration? Such devices produce a musical effect in the poem. Okay, similarly we can say though, that, there. Okay, starting with the same consonant letter. Okay, so these two examples are of alliteration. Wanted, where, starting with same consonant W, though, that, there, starting with same consonant letter T. Okay, so next device is repetition. Repetition, when a line or a word is repeated in a stanza, that is called repetition. Here the poet is saying somewhere ages and ages hence. Okay, so the word is being repeated, so that device is called repetition. Okay, then another symbolism, then I told you in the very beginning, the roads are symbols of choices. Okay, so we have studied about these 6 literary devices: anaphora, metaphor, alliteration, imagery, symbolism, and repetition. And I hope all of you have understood all these concepts very carefully. Okay, thank you so much.